Welcome to my channel. In today's video, we are going to discuss about the initial value theorem and the final value theorem of Z transform. Okay. So this initial value theorem and the final value theorem we discussed in Laplace transform also. Okay. So similarly, in Z transform, there is the initial value theorem and the final value theorem is there. Okay. So according to the initial value theorem. So what is initial value theorem means? So this theorem is mainly used to calculate the initial value of the given signal x of n. Okay, so it is used to calculate the initial value. What is the initial value? The starting value of the signal x of n. That's why this theorem is called as initial value theorem. Similarly, the final value theorem is used to find the final value. Okay, that is at n equal to infinity. What is the answer? Okay. So the final value is calculated using the final value theorem. Okay. So here we are going to discuss about these two theorems. So first one, initial value theorem. So if the signal x of n is a causal sequence. What does mean by causal sequence? Causal means the signal x of n is available only for the positive time. Okay. From n equal to 0 to n equal to infinity. Within that positive time, the signal is available means the signal is called as a causal sequence. Okay. So here we are considering the x of n is a causal sequence. Then its initial value is given by. Okay. So this initial value theorem is applied only for if the signal x of n is a causal sequence. Okay. It is the starting is n equal to 0. The ending value is n equal to infinity. So the initial value of the signal x of n, it is given by x of 0. That is starting value means at n equal to 0, what is the value of x of n? Okay, it is indicated as x of 0. So the x of 0 is calculated using the formula is that limit z tends to infinity capital X of z. Okay, this is the formula in order to find the initial value of the given signal x of n. Okay, so if problem is given means find the initial value of the signal x of n is equal to some del of n or u of n means first we have to find the capital X of z value. What is capital X of z? Z transform of the particular signal. Okay. So in that X of z answer, we have to substitute the limit z tends to infinity in that X of z formula means. So we will get some answer. That answer is equivalent to the initial value of that particular signal. Okay. So here the initial value is calculated in the Z transform answers. Okay. This is the thing. So now we are going to prove this initial value theorem. Okay. The statement we are going to prove. So first one, we have to write by the definition of Z transform. What is the Z transform formula? The x of z is equal to summation n equal to minus infinity to infinity x of n z power minus n. So this is the Z transform formula. And here the given sequence x of n is a causal sequence. So what does mean by causal? The signal is available only from n equal to 0 to infinity. So that's why this Z transform formula, the summation we have to restrict to n equal to 0 to infinity x of n into z power minus n. Okay, so already in the definition of Z transform, we discussed the two formulas. Okay, one is bilateral Z transform, unilateral Z transform. So bilateral Z transform means the summation limit is from minus infinity to infinity. Unilateral Z transform means the summation limit is from positive n equal to 0 to infinity. So for causal sequence, the formula is restricted to n equal to 0 to infinity. Okay. So next one, so we have to expand the summation. Okay, you just substitute n equal to 0, n equal to 1, n equal to 2 and all the term you just add. So first to put n equal to 0 in the above equation. So we will get x of 0 into z power 0. Okay, then plus put n equal to 1. Okay, if you are putting n equal to 1, x of 1 into z power minus 1 plus x of 2 into z power minus 2 plus etc. Okay. So this is the x of z equation. So next one, so in this equation, we are going to apply the limit z tends to infinity. Okay, throughout the equation, you just apply the limit z tends to be infinity. So if you are applying z tends to infinity throughout this equation, So this left side we can written as limit z tends to infinity capital X of z, okay, equal to, so similarly we have to apply this limit to each term. So limit z tends to infinity, this x of 0 plus limit z tends to infinity, the next term plus etc. Okay. So now you see the first term. So in this first term, there is no z. Okay. So there is no z. So that's why what is the answer for this first term? Limit z tends to infinity x of 0. There is no z value. So that's why the answer is only x of 0. Okay. In this, you see x of 1 into z power minus 1. So instead of the z, we have to put infinity. So here z inverse is there. What is mean by z inverse? 1 divided by z. Okay, 1 divided by z. So instead of this z, we have to put infinity. So what is 1 divided by infinity? 1 divided by infinity, the answer is a 0 value. Okay, 0 value. So the answer for this second, x of 1 into z inverse is 0. Similarly, limit z tends to infinity, x of 2 into z power minus 2. So z power minus 2, it is also can be written as 1 divided by z squared. So anyway, 1 divided by infinity the square. So 1 divided by infinity is again 0. So all the values, the second term, third term, fourth term, so all values are, it is 0. So only we will get the answer in the right sided term is only x of 0 plus all zeros. Okay, in left side we are having the term limit z tends to infinity x of 0. Okay, so in reverse you just write. Okay, if you are writing in the reverse manner means, so the initial value x of 0 is nothing but limit z tends to infinity capital X of z. Okay, so this is said to be the initial value theorem. Okay, so the initial value of the time domain signal x of n is calculated as that. In the x of z formula, we have to put z equal to infinity. Okay, this is the initial value theorem. And the final value theorem. So what is the final value theorem in? Similar to the initial value theorem, if we want to find the final value, what is the final value? That is, you see, if you are taking one unit step signal means, what is unit step signal? What is the starting value of unit step signal? It is 1. Okay, similarly, this unit step signal, it will end up to infinity. Okay, up to infinity, what is the amplitude of the unit step signal? It is 1 also. So the initial value of this unit step signal is also 1, and the final value of this unit step signal is also 1. Okay, so this final value, that is at n equal to infinity, what is the amplitude of the given signal? That is said to be the final value. So the final value is calculated using this theorem. So according to this theorem, if one signal x of n, the z transform is that capital X of z means, then its final value, okay, its final value is given by, or final value is calculated by x of infinity. Okay, you know, at n equal to infinity only, the final value is there. So at n equal to infinity, the signal can be written as x of infinity. So the x of infinity is calculated using the formula is that limit z tends to 1, z minus 1 into x of z. Okay, this is the formula to find the final value of the given signal. Okay, see, what is the initial value? The initial value is nothing but limit z tends to infinity x of z. The final value x of infinity is calculated as that. We have to multiply the x of z with z minus 1 term, and we have to put the limit as z tends to 1. Okay, so if we are substituting this formula means, we will get the final value of the given signal. So using these two property, we can calculate for any time domain signal, we can calculate the initial value and the final value in terms of z transform. Okay, so this is the use of this properties. Okay. So that's all the properties of z transform. So we discussed the linearity property, time shifting property, time reversal property. Okay, then scaling in z domain. Okay, that is a power n u of n problem. Then convolution property, differentiation in Z domain, and initial value theorem and final value theorem. So these are all the some of the important properties in Z transform. Okay, so you just study this. So this initial and final value theorem, it may come in 2-mark question also. Okay, in 2-mark question, they are giving that define initial value theorem of the Z transform. Define final value theorem of the Z transform. Okay, so the statement you just write. Okay, so thanks for watching my channel, and please subscribe my channel for more videos, and press the bell notification button, so then only you will get the immediate notification if I am putting the video. Okay, thank you.